think our objective is always to see the best players around the world play. From a league perspective, we just want to see the most competitive cricket played, and we keep referring back to the IPL, but I think one of the successes of the IPL is how many close games there are in the tournament. How many games go down to the last over, how many exciting moments. And from a league central perspective, we don't get involved in selection. Our job is to provide the platform, and we leave that up to the teams to build their teams, build their style of play, build their squads. So from our perspective, we just lay the platform, and we want to see some exciting and terrific cricket happening. Yeah, look, I think support for players and mental health is always a key part of the game. I think everyone's just relieved that we're out of the phase of COVID and the bubbles now, that life has maybe got a bit of normality to it, that you can travel around the countries, experience all the venues, you're not stuck in your hotel room for weeks on end. But yeah, I think it's been touched on. I think the 6 franchises come with an array of professionalism and look after people really well, and that's something that we're excited in South African cricket as well. They'll have access, so it's something we take seriously. But I think now it's great to see cricket back in its vibrant nature, where we can get out, the fans are back in the stands, players can enjoy the country as well, not only the cricket aspects, but get to enjoy South Africa as well. I think we're fortunate. South African cricket has always had a really good relationship with Indian cricket, and we still do. We chat, but we respect the decisions that Indian cricket take. And from our perspective, if that changes into the future, then I think we're perfectly poised to be able to have Indian cricketers and celebrate them in South Africa. But until that point, we'll always respect the BCCI and the decisions they make regarding their own players. Look, I think we've seen that if these tournaments are successful, that you can attract more investors. Just seen the IPL add 2 new members to that. So it's certainly not for the first 5 years at all. The goal is to build with the partners that have backed us from the beginning, to build something strong, and over time you'll assess those things. But I think 6 is the right number for South African cricket now. It's 6 magnificent stadiums and 6 partners that we can build with. Look, I think that we know that India is just one of the strongest markets for cricket in the world game. And a lot of it is related to the people, the fanfare around the game, their love for cricket, their love for superstars that play the game, and their love for IPL and Indian cricket is just incredible to have experienced as a person. Even personally, playing in front of the stadiums as a player over the years, some of the highlights, you sit back in your room at night, you can't believe. I'll never forget that 2011 game in the World Cup. I know our highlight was beating India in Nagpur. We didn't go on to win the tournament, but I remember sitting in my room that night after Viru and Sachin were smashing us everywhere, and you just couldn't hear yourself think, and the noise and the intensity that came from the Indian fans was something that just you'll never forget. So I think to be able to attract India and their love for South Africa South African cricket has always been there, right from John T through to AD and many other superstars along the way. But also to attract 6 franchises that have built 6 of the strongest franchises in the biggest T20 event in the world is crucial. You're looking to attract people when you build these things that can help build with you, that can bring expertise, that can bring the experiences. And partner with you into the long term, and I think that's something we've managed to do. We will learn as much from them as they will learn from us as well, and we'll grow this together.